Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I want to appreciate you so much because of your great support. Please consider subscribing to this channel. Raila Amolo Odinga and Kalonzo Musyoka are expected tomorrow as the Kamkunji rally is giving William Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua a very dangerous panic mode. Now, this is how things are as Raila Odinga is expected to arrive in the country at 1 p.m. together with Kalonzo Musyoka. Raila Odinga went ahead to Dubai, and as we speak, he is in Poland and expected to come back tomorrow at 1 p.m. in the afternoon. When it comes to Kalonzo Musyoka, we don't know where he is, but at the same time, we are being told he is out of the country, expected to come back tomorrow at the same time with Raila Amolo Odinga. It is something that giving Kenya Kwanza government a very hectic panic mode, as the rallies, mass action is there to stay. As Raila Odinga requested his supporters to gather at Kamkunji grounds, Shauri Moyo, we are expecting the next direction as the schools has just went for half term. What do we expect from Raila Amolo Odinga? Because they told us that Kenyans are the ones, or rather Kenyans are telling them to go back to the street so that their voices can be heard by the government. When I was looking at the different and kind of procedures that Raila Odinga went through and his team Azimio, looking forward and addressing several issues across the Republic of Kenya, William Samoei Ruto and his brigade underrated Raila Amolo Odinga, and in fact reaching at a point playing with the minds of Azimio One Kenya coalition to engage in a kind of bipartisan kind of dialogue. When Azimio accepted the call, and this was from William Ruto, the Azimio knew that this was going to be a very good solution for them to address the issue of the IEBC commissioners' recruitment, the issue of IEBC servers, the high cost of living, the migration of one political party to the other. But after shutting down the kind of bipartisan dialogue, the Azimio One Kenya coalition realized that this was a kind of punitive dialogue that was being directed by William Samoei Ruto and playing several games. So these games, or rather the game that Kenya Kwanza was trying to play in this bipartisan kind of tone, was to fool Azimio One Kenya Kwanza coalition as people who doesn't understand what they are. Now, after suspending that, we never saw something critically was going to come out, but because after the promise of Raila Amolo Odinga during his visit in Kibera at Toi Market, I remember him telling Kenyans and his supporters that they were looking forward to have the people conversation and mass action that is going to force the government of Kenya Kwanza to ensure that they're going to listen to the voices of the people. Now, when you look at the issue of IEBC and the issue of migration from one political party to the other, it seems like they have left the issue aside. They want to deal with this high cost of living and the taxation of this finance bill of William Samoei Ruto that was signed today, and it is going to be effective date 1st of July 2023. It means that date 1st July 2023, you must expect a high taxation in various commodities across the board. Now, tomorrow is going to be the day where Raila Odinga is going to land in the country at 1 p.m. The expectation, and according to the announcement by MCAs today in Nairobi County, we are expecting that tomorrow the supporters of Raila Odinga, they're going to welcome him as the Kamkunji grounds are going to prepare. They're going to prepare Kamkunji grounds tomorrow early at starting at 10 a.m. We are expecting, as the preparation is going on, the preparation of welcoming Raila Odinga also and Kalonzo Musyoka is underway. But again, when you look at what they're doing, what next for the Azimio? Azimio has the ground now to come out to call the mass action. And this mass action will depend on how Kenyans are angry. It is not going to be issue of addressing the IEBC. Is not the issue that they're going to address the migration of one political party to the other, or it is not the issue of the recruiting of IEBC new commissioners, but it's going to be two main things. Number one, the taxation VAT on fuel, the double taxation of fuel, VAT in fuel. Number two, the taxation of house levy. Those two things are going to be a catalyst on how they're going to drive the movement towards securing or rather making Kenya Kwanza to drop certain taxes in this finance bill. So this is the position that they have to address the issue that is affecting common mwananchi, as the same common mwananchi are coming out to call for the Azimio to at least speak on their behalf, because their voices are not being listened to. Their members of parliament they elected are not speaking. So they believe that as Azimio is going to take the storm to the street, it might be louder than their voices, because they believe that the voices of Azimio, or the voice of Azimio, is so louder than an individual across the Republic of Kenya. So what we are waiting tomorrow is what next? Is there any possibility of mass action? Then if it is the mass action, how are they going to handle until the Kenya Kwanza bow before the issues that they are addressing? Because it will not be fair, totally unfair. If they will storm the street, they will be called, or rather they will be fooled by a kind of dialogue with no action. As the same time, when you look at initial kind of mass action that was there, I never expected the Raila Odinga to come out to call off the mass action, because these people are players. These people are just fooling the Azimio. So their thoughts are not direct to the voices of the people. It is that they are thinking like Raila Odinga and his team, Kalonzo Musyoka, Martha Karua, Wajakoya, Mwangi wa Iria, and others, who are sitting on the high table. They are having their interest. And their interest is to enter into the government of Kenya Kwanza through the back door. Or rather, they want handshake. Which, when you look at the Azimio, they have been always addressing that they don't want any kind of handshake. And if this is something that is going to be, then they are not on that. So as the team has announced that tomorrow they're going to welcome Raila Odinga at JKIA, is there any tactics and also plans that the government are putting on place so that the supporters of Raila Amolo Odinga might not storm the JKIA. And let me say, it is not, or rather is going to be no longer the voices of the supporters of Raila Amolo Odinga only, but also some Kenyans and also the supporters of Kenya Kwanza, whom are feeling like our voices are not being heard. Ladies and gentlemen, as we wait tomorrow, what are your thoughts? Drop your opinion at the comment section below. Bye bye till we meet on another video.